The Christmas lights were still on, but the house was already empty. No car in the driveway, no wrapping paper on the floor. Just Lorraine alone at the kitchen table, eating cold stuffing off a paper plate. And a note folded in half torn from a spiral notebook. Spent your $12,000 loan on a family cruise. Take care of Lorraine. Love, Celeste. That was my Christmas. No call, no warning, no apology, just silence. And a plate of leftovers. That money, it was for my dental surgery. I've been saving for over a year. Night shifts, Uber rides, skipped meals, missed sleep, every dollar earned with cracked hands and caffeine. They took it, used it for cocktails and Caribbean sunsets, and left me here with a note, a broken promise, and the only person in this family who ever saw me. She didn't say much at first, just gave me that soft, tired smile, the one she saves for when everything hurts. And she still doesn't want to burden anyone. I guess they didn't think you'd mind, she said, folding her napkin the way she always did when nervous. They left yesterday. I didn't move, didn't speak. I just stared at the note like it might change its mind. She tried to reassure me. We'll fix this. But something inside me had already shifted. Not broken exactly. Something colder than that. Something sharper. That night, she went to bed early. Said her hips were aching again. The same ones no one took her to rehab for after she fell down the stairs 2 years ago. Before she turned in, she kissed my cheek and whispered, "You always were the only one who stayed kind." And just like that, she shuffled off down the hallway, her purple sweater trailing behind her like a flag of quiet survival. I sat in the dark with nothing but that note, and the memories they pretended didn't count, like working weekends while they begged for Nolan's tuition, or the 3 birthdays they forgot but remembered to ask for a rent transfer, or the time they kicked me out at 17 for refusing to lie about stolen painkillers. But sure, I was always family when they needed money. By morning, I had names, amounts, dates. They weren't just on vacation. They were on the majestic Aurora luxury cruise. $3,800 a head. Infinity pools, private butlers. Tessa posted it herself. Champagne glasses clinking in bathrobes. Caption, "Finally peace. Away from all the leeches and negativity." Leeches. They took my savings. Left Lorraine with leftovers and called me a leech. That's when the last wire in me snapped. Not with rage, with clarity. Later that day, I was in the garage, surrounded by dusty files, old notebooks, and decades of rot. Lorraine sat beside me, quiet as always. "I need to know where it all went," I told her. She nodded, pulled out a faded spiral notebook, and whispered, "Start in 2016. That's when your mother used my pension login. By midnight, we had a plan. By sunrise, we had receipts. They came back like royalty. Tessa, nails perfect. Celeste, sunglasses still on. My father bloated from buffet food. Nolan didn't even look at Lorraine. Still on about the money, he muttered, digging through the fridge. I stood up. "Glad you're all here," I said. I opened my laptop, clicked play. First the audit. Every dollar from Lorraine's pension. Every ATM withdrawal near the gas stations Dad always used. Every Venmo charge from Tessa's emergencies that turned out to be Sephora and Apple. Then the emails. Celeste writing, "He won't notice the cruise deposit. He trusts us too much." Tessa replying, "He's soft. Plus, who leaves Grandma alone on Christmas anyway?" My jaw clenched, but I wasn't done. Next, the voice recording. Maya, Nolan's wife, crying on the porch. "I didn't want to go." Nolan said, "If he didn't give the money, they'd just leave her." He said it blow over. "I'm sorry." Nolan jumped. "You recorded her? That's illegal." "She asked me to," I said. Then I opened one last tab. An email ready to send. Subject, formal report of elder financial abuse. 2. Social Security Fraud Division. Lorraine's attorney. 2 reporters. "You have 48 hours. I said, "Return every penny or this goes everywhere." That's when Lorraine stood behind me. Still strong. "I raised 3 of you," she said softly. "When I couldn't walk, you left me with frozen beans and moldy pie. You're lucky it's him coming after you. Because if it were me alone, she didn't finish. She didn't need to." By the end of the second week, every dollar was returned. $12,000 from my parents, $3,700 from Tessa, interest included. $3,100 from Nolan after borrowing from his boss. I used $4,200 to finally get my surgery. $2,800 to get Lorraine a nurse and a lift chair. The rest in a secure account under her name. When I showed her the paperwork, she cried. They took everything from me, she whispered. But they didn't take you. I didn't just get my money back. I got me back. The guilt, the shame, the years of silence. Gone. They don't call anymore. And for the first time, the silence feels clean. Weeks later, I was at the grocery store when a woman stopped me. Are you the one from the article? I tensed. She smiled. My mother went through the same thing. I wish someone had fought for her like you did. She touched my arm, then walked away. I turned to Lorraine, tears in her eyes. I didn't think anyone saw us, she whispered. They do now, I said. They thought I'd stay quiet. They thought I'd stay small, but I remembered who I was before. They made me forget, and that's the part they never get.